Motherboard.
Yeah. 901 Shelby Drive, look alive, niggas came up on this side.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. This is 2K Sports with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And for Los Angeles, they are clearly amped up for this and determined to have a strong showing from the get-go. They feel this is a game they can win and want to establish that pace early on. And we'll be seeing Kyrie Irving here tonight. Easily one of the best point guards in the league. Kenny, where do you have him on the list? Top three?
Yeah, of course. Top three, that's not even a question. I'm trying to figure out if he's 1, 2, or 3. Steph Curry's always going to be there, Russell Westbrook, and then
Chris Paul
and himself. So now you got 4 guys.
Oh, Damian Lillard.
It's not, I would put Damian Lillard in that 5 through 10 category and put those guys in 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
You think Westbrook, Steph, and you know what I said about Steph.
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And David Aldridge will be on our sideline tonight reporting. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, Cavs head coach Tyronn Lue hired midway through last season. First-time head coach, he played 11 seasons in the NBA and won 2 championships with the Lakers and spent 6+ seasons on the bench as an assistant coach. LeBron James said there's nothing that he hasn't seen. He's played for Phil Jackson, he's coached with Doc Rivers, he's been all over, so he has experience. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. Certainly a lot expected of everybody in Cleveland. These two teams, Doris, slower paced, more methodical in the way they play.
Yeah, you know, you have to appreciate you can win in the NBA with a variety of different styles. We see some guys want to go up tempo. These are teams that want to get into their half court, use up as much of that 24 as possible, but get a good shot at the basket every time.
Is it harder for a fast-paced team to play slow or for a slow-paced team to play fast?
It's always harder to me to speed up the tempo. There's so many things that you can do to slow the pace.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. And it's Irving in at the 1 spot. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. The dish now to LeBron. Takes a shot at the elbow. The shot that time not on target. And the Lakers take it the other way. Clarkson passes to Mozgov. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Smith for 3, drills it from outside. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And for JR, it's that ability to stop on a dime that allows him that good a look at the basket.
And that one's good, Russell. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Irving against Russell. Outside Irving. James outside. Wide open. Here's Thompson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Thompson just a spectacular athlete and so muscular. He is so crafty on how he draws fouls while shooting.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
That free throw good from Thompson.
You know, for the Cavs, it's obviously taken some time for them to develop the chemistry between their, quote, big three and understanding how to integrate the talent of all of them into their offense. There's only one ball, and with all that scoring ability, I think it can be a little bit of a challenge to keep them all in the mix.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And it seemed like down the stretch last season, the Cavs' big three started to find more comfort playing together, wouldn't you say?
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. And sometimes it's your chemistry off the court that breeds it on the court. As you become closer with players personally, you start to trust them as individuals. It enables you to play for one another as opposed to with one another.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Oh my goodness, that's like temporary insanity right there.
I think he knew full well what he was doing. My issue is that he didn't care.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
From deep, James, and Luol Deng pulls it down.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Love dishes to LeBron. Here's the three. Love, no good. Lakers trail by 3. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Irving again.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers.
We'll see Cleveland taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, LeBron James, of course, is one of the greatest players to ever play the game, but he remains one of the most team-first superstars.
Great stuff, DA. Thanks.
And if you go back 3 seasons, the Cavs, they're the second youngest roster in the league. 2 consecutive #1 overall picks. And then fast forward to the present, this is a veteran-laden team with its sights squarely set on championship.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. And it's LeBron in the small forward position.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now, here is Russell. Yep, that one goes in there. And Think about that 2014 draft. The Cavs had less than a 2% chance at the #1 pick, and somehow they land Wiggins.
Yeah, and who can know if LeBron comes back to Cleveland without that asset?
Sometimes Lady Luck smiles on you. The Ohio faithful grateful for some good fortune after over 50 years of waiting for a title.
James outside. To the paint. And finished off by LeBron.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Offensive rebound. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Poke loose. Mozgov with the steal. And now here comes Dang leading the break. Over Thompson. Goes back up. Dang can't get it to go.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him. A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Lets it go from deep. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Dang. Russell's got 5 now.
Showing good form on the shot. Quick release, D'Angelo, lethal from deep.
And stolen by Russell. Here's Ingram. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the feeling with D'Angelo Russell in Lakerland is that he has all-star potential. Very confident, a lot of swagger. He embraces the big stage, and he has tremendous offensive skills.
And Kevin, I would agree with all of that because we watched him in college. He's a very good shooter, really good pick-and-roll player. He's got an excellent IQ for the game at the offensive end. And because of all of that, I think he can be quite dangerous as an offensive player.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back. And, you know, the Lakers going through a rough patch, clearly, but make no mistake about it. They're still the league's glamour franchise. They've got the league's largest fan base, both in the U.S. and globally.
And here's Love from the arc. Cleveland the rebound. Here's James. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
I just love the determination on that backboard coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Fueled up is he tonight. I mean, a lot of energy, and you can see it. I mean, nice play on the glass as well.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
The putback. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the pass to Russell. Trains the three-pointer. Russell's got 8 points. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And the Lakers, with the storied history, the second most championships in league history, trailing only the Boston Celtics.
And the Lakers run more recent. I mean, you think of the greats who've worn the Forum blue and gold, probably the greatest assemblage of talent of any team in the league.
The Cavaliers trail by 3, and a wide open look for Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Ingram. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And some changes here for the Lakers. Randall's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Ingram. And it's Williams in for Jordan Clarkson. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they may have some challenges, but this is a game they have had circled on the calendar. And
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, LeBron James, of course, is one of the greatest players to ever play the game, but he remains one of the most team-first superstars you'll find.
Great stuff, DA. Thanks.
And the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the first title in franchise history, upsetting the favorites, the Golden State Warriors. First time ever a team returned from a 3-1 deficit in the finals to win it.
Clean game, huh?
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Smith and LeBron filling out the wings. Love and Thompson the hard rebounding post pair. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. Now here's LeBron. Love. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And GA, the Cavs are now the hunted team. Do you like their chances of repeating as champions?
I think they've got as good a chance as anyone, and probably better because they really have owned the East. If they can stay healthy, no reason to think they can't do it again.
Here's LeBron after the basket by Timothy Mozgov. LeBron with it. The feed to Irving. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got his first points in this one.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The pass to Mozgov. Baseline jumper. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Russell against Irving. Smith up top. Knocked loose. Here's Thompson. They get it back.
It's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Dang dishes to Mozgov. And that one comes up a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Sinks the triple.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
I mean, it's early enough that they have plenty of time to make adjustments, but their D has to improve.
Pass to Ingram. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray. Ingram's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not much else the D can do besides get a hand up. I mean, Ingram is just one of those guys who makes contested shots consistent.
And James gets it to go.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
And after knee surgery in the summer of 2015, Mozgov's numbers fell off just a bit last season.
And you could tell that the Cavs weren't happy with his play. His per-minute numbers were actually not that far out of line with his career norms, but for a team gunning for a title, any slippage was cause for concern.
Now here's Irving. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Shoots the 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
From deep. Dang can't get it to go.
You don't want your best shooter heaving up that shot.
Exactly. Even the top 3-point specialists in the league would probably catch heat for taking that shot.
Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Russell. Irving can't hit. Lakers trail by 3. Dang passes to Russell. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Back to Smith. Irving from long range. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Baseline try. No good that time. So Cleveland will take it the other way. LeBron kicks to Irving. Shoots it. Again, Irving missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Well, I think it's got to serve notice to the defense that it's going to take a much stronger effort than that to contain this guy today. They've got to bring more force if they're going to try to slow him down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Julius Randle's checked in for Mozgov. Nance comes in for Luol Deng. Lou Williams is checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Calderon in for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Now, here is Irving. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by Shaq and the Jet. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, both these teams excited about the matchup, feeling
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team, Lakers, in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. And before we get going, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who had a chance to speak with head coach Luke Walton. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent.
Thank you, David. And at times with these Cavaliers, Smitty, there have been some chemistry concerns, but while it hasn't boiled over, you do sense some friction from time to time.
Yeah, I think last season, you looked at the beginning of the season, they had some chemistry problems, but they got it together. Winning usually cures everything.
Here we go.
So the Lakers win the tip. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sharpshooters Irving and J.R. Smith are the backcourt duo. Love and Thompson, the hard rebounding post pair. And it's James in at the small forward. Now, here is Irving. After the miss by Luol Deng. Trains it from beyond the arc.
We talk about LeBron's amazing versatility. That time showing confidence from deep.
From deep. No good that time. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That is his first foul of the game. The Lakers on D. It's a three-point game. Here's Thompson. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Feeds it to Russell. From the mark with the 15-footer. LeBron with it. Kicks it to Irving. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's Russell missing.
I like the aggressiveness, but against that type of defensive pressure, he's out of his element.
Irving kicks to Love. Rebounded by the Lakers. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Offline with his three.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only one fall.
And Kevin Love, known early in his career for his terrific rebounding and work in the inside. Smitty, as time has gone on, he's become much more of a perimeter threat, obviously.
Well, he can shoot the three. We understand that. But be able to rebound the basketball, you have to be closer. So I think for them is play him close to the basket. But I think when you need spacing, he has the luxury as a coaching staff to push Kevin Love out to that three-point line. And the four-man has to stay at home with him.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love. And you remember Kevin Love suffering the dislocated shoulder in the first round of the 2015 playoffs. Smitty, last season, really the first extended playoff run, aside from the concussion, of his career.
That had to feel good for Kevin Love, getting a chance to play in playoff basketball, and he made a difference. He was huge for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Well, defensive end as a team, you must be on the same page. On that possession, they were not.
And D'Angelo Russell, you know, he had a tough time adapting to the pro game at first. I mean, you could see the talent from the moment he stepped on the court, but you could also see the turnovers and the lack of sustained hustle. I mean, I think a lot of it had to do, it's the first time in his career where he wasn't always the best player on the floor. And when you deal with that kind of adversity, it takes some time for you to adjust and grow as a player.
He's off on the first. And thinking back to Russell's rookie season, maybe too much was expected of a guy coming in at just 19 years of age.
Yeah, and we live in this win-now, instant gratification era. And with the skill set and moxie this kid has, fans are going to expect the world. Just looking at what Russell did in the Rising Stars Challenge last year, though, he may ultimately fulfill all those lofty expectations.
On the wing, James. Outside Irving. Shoots. Cleveland the rebound. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You're not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Russell from long range. Again, Russell missing.
Look, he's doing everything he can to get out of this funk. Just been a rough quarter shooting the basketball.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Ingram. And again, no good by the Lakers.
He had all the room he needed to get the shot off. Just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.